Thanks for stopping by. It's Saturday, May 23rd, 2020. Thank you to everyone who's followed along the video series this long. This is my 24th video, so that's pretty cool. That means we have 8 left for the month of May. This last week is going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to start to tie things together. Sunday is going to be the golf preview. So tomorrow at 2 p.m. We're going to air the show. And 3 p.m. is when the big golf match starts between Tiger Woods, Phil Mickelson, Tom Brady, and Peyton Manning. So those guys are going to tee off at 3 p.m. and we're going to do our show in the morning and then launch it at 2 p.m. for you so you guys can have a little preview before the golf match. And then Monday I'm going to do a Memorial Day special. So we'll move the money talk back a little bit. Also going to do another basketball one. We're going to go outside the studio and play little hoops. We might talk some baseball one of these days coming up. And then I'll show you the progress on my Rube Goldberg machine because the finale, the last day, we're gonna launch that thing. And you've seen some monster trucks, a little miniature Las Vegas. There's a whole bunch of props that we're going to use here that you've seen throughout this last 24 days and what you'll see next week too. So it's going to be fun, but we'll launch that on the finale. And got the food game going on this week too. It's an adventure bundle. Bass Pro Shops $25 gift card, a $15 gift card at Burger King, some beef jerky, a bag of gummy frogs, and then some Cliff Bars. So if you want to enter to win that, just post a picture of some food you got at a restaurant on this video, tomorrow's video, or yesterday's video. Or even the status. I made a status with a picture of it. Go ahead and post on that one too. Any of those, I'll tally them all up on Monday. I never get right on there like during the weekend, but at the end on Monday when I go to tally them up and do the actual drawing, I make sure I look through and see everybody and make sure that I get everybody's post accounted for. And then we'll do a drawing Monday morning. I would like to get something other than the wheel here, like something like physical. Like I'm telling you, the big thing with the ping pong balls and everything like that the NBA uses, or maybe an actual spin wheel. Maybe we'll go outside for something. I don't know, but I'd like to, for the next 2 weeks, move away from that electronic spin wheel and get into something more fun because especially in the finale and in the last week coming up here, we'll do a big gift bundle. I don't know what it's going to be yet, honestly. I'm probably just going to grab a little gift bag, whichever one has something cool on it, like a dinosaur or something like that. And then I'm just going to fill it full of stuff, get some gift cards and food and whatever else, and that's what we'll give away for our finale on the last week. So that segues pretty good into my next little venture here, Thomas Clark Broadcasting. Yes, that is correct. ThomasClarkBroadcasting.com. Check it out in August when it becomes live because it's going to be big and it's awesome. So I know some people are wondering, like, all right, so for years, you corrected everybody when they said your name was Thomas Clark because your name's actually Clark Thomas, and now you went and started a company with the name Thomas Clark. I'm sure there's people that have thought that, yes. Well, it's one of the benefits of having 2 first names and 2 last names. You can just kind of push them together to fit your marketing strategies. So, yeah, like I always liked TCB. I thought that was just really cool when I learned about it many years ago. It's an Elvis Presley thing. At least this is how I learned about it. I was at a museum and I saw the sticker with a lightning bolt on one of his old pink Cadillacs. And because I love going to music museums, and this one was called the Hard Rock Vault or something like that. It was all these old, just legendary things that had been tucked away that nobody'd seen. Like my dad and I went, we saw Jimi Hendrix's old room, like exactly as it was left. Like, I mean, you walk in and you just talk about a purple haze, like, not that it smelled like a purple haze, but it was literally, I mean, it looked like a purple haze. Purple and curtains and just psychedelic stuff. So anyway, you keep walking through this museum and you get into an Elvis room. There's this big pink Cadillac sitting there. Has a sticker on it that says TCB. And I wanted to know what it meant, so the tour guide talked to us about it, and it means taking care of business. Elvis was really adamant about taking care of business, about taking care of the people that took care of him, and I love it. It's one of the best things I've ever heard. Like, Elvis, I don't know a whole lot about Elvis's history other than the mainstream stuff, but on this specific thing, I love the fact that he had the TCB mantra, the TCB logo, everything like that. Like, and his was taking care of business. So for me, I'm trying to be Elvis or copy Elvis, but I love that mantra, and I want to take care of business. I want to take care of the people who've helped me because so many people have helped me throughout my life, and whether I'm successful or not, I still want to help people. You know what I mean? Like, if I was a Jeff Bezos billionaire, if I had $100 in my pocket, I would still try to help somebody within reason, within the means of what I can do. If I can give you $7 out of 100, or if I can give you $7 billion out of 100 billion, I will do that, because I really feel strongly about doing that, taking care of business. So that's why I do these food games and all that stuff, and that's why I created this, and I wore it for 4 years. I created this back in 2016. I'm just checking my time here, because I wanted that mantra. Like, TCB stands for a lot of stuff, like Thomas Community Builders, the comedy booth, which you'll find out about later. It's a little Facebook page right now, but that's just kind of a front for it, I guess. It's a placeholder, not a front. But the actual comedy booth is really cool. It's going to be pretty rad when it gets going, when people are able to actually be out and walk around and stuff again. But so that's another TCB thing. Thomas Clark Broadcasting. Now that's the big one. That's the real big one. ThomasClarkBroadcasting.com. So that's kind of where all my little TCB things can go. You can go comedy, politics, news, but you just kind of keep the same branding strategies. And it really makes a lot of sense, and it makes it easy, and it's fun. Like, I love doing stuff like that. So that's why I had this hat. Like, I wanted to take care of business. I wore it for every softball game. I played my heart out, man. Every ball I was running for and diving and running down, rolling ankles, doing whatever. Like, we didn't always win. We didn't always lose. But, like, I was taking care of business on the softball field. And, like, just playing as hard as you can. And then, going out and helping small businesses that had helped me in the past, Like, not everybody took me up on my offers, but I would offer advice all the time, and I still do. There's business owners that talk to me all the time. We'll talk almost every day, and running conversations about whatever I can help them with. And like I said, a lot of people didn't want to take my advice, or didn't want to have meetings with me, and that's totally fine. Like, everybody's an expert in their own field, and like I said, like I always say, just love and respect to everybody. But those are things that I really feel strongly about. And it's like, if I can help, if I've learned something in my journey, if I've learned something through my own experiences and stuff like that, I'll try to help people, even if it's not, even if it's not something I've been successful at. Because I've failed millions of times, dude. I have failed at so many things, and I failed so hard. I'll tell you some of these stories, but like, I can sometimes tell people, hey, this is maybe the way not to do something, because I've tried to do it that way and it never worked. So if I can give you that advice, that's pretty good advice. That saves you some time. So, like, I haven't always been successful. I haven't always failed, but like, I'm always able and willing to offer what I can to other people. And hey, sometimes it does come at a price. Sometimes I'm gonna charge you $25 an hour. That's just how it goes. But there's other people, other friends that have like running conversations, and we talk business all the time. So that's kind of what TCB is. That's the mantra, taking care of business. But that's what it's been for 4 years. Now it's going to be Thomas Clark Broadcasting in August. So stay tuned for Thomas Clark Broadcasting, because that's going to be a lot of stuff. It's not just going to be my ugly mug up here. You're going to get to see lots of other people. Comedians, musicians, writers doing articles. Like, this is a whole conglomerate of people, and it's going to be really fun. I had to do these videos for a month so I could practice, because I always try to stay away from the camera. I've always been the writer, the guy in the background, just like pushing other people's scripts and trying to help other people write. But like, once you're quarantined and you're stuck in an apartment by yourself for 2 months, 3 months, well, you got to be the writer and the actor, the director, the producer, and the freaking financier. You got to pay for all this garbage. Like, man, can't wait till some other people can get involved in these things. So anyway, now that I've taken up 9 minutes on my first topic, some Clark Ball stadiums, because I do have an official Clark Ball here. For those of you who don't know, Clark Ball is just basically a miniature baseball game played with a softball like this. It's 35-foot bases, 100 feet to center field, 85 feet to the corner, so it's a short field, and there's lots of fun stuff involved. It was always just a big art project for me. I love to put big hamburgers and dinosaurs and smoothies and tires and anything else, whatever advertiser who wanted to jump on board and advertise with me, whatever sponsor we had. I think the most we ever had for a tournament was like 40. And anybody who wanted to get involved, I just said, hey, let's do something really cool. Let's do something fun. So like McDonald's always had a big hamburger out in right field. And if you had a home run off the hamburger, you got a free Big Mac. or a coupon for a buy one, get one free Big Mac, or a free extra value meal, something free from McDonald's. But that was the purpose when we started. It was, hey, you hit a ball off that burger, you get a free burger. So there's so much stuff like that was just so much fun. There was a tire out there for Warren Tire Center, which has been our longest sponsor, and like, you know, just so much love and respect to them for everything they've done. But if you hit the ball through the tire, you're gonna get a $50 gift card. But nobody ever did it, thankfully. I didn't have to pony up on the gift card, but like, we had a dinosaur chasing a smoothie in the outfield one time. So all these fields and all this stuff, it was just like, I mean, I loved playing, and it was fun, and I made money on it, and I donated to the community. Like, it was always split profit. I told you I did LLCs, and then I did charities, and then I did the tournaments, so you could kind of keep them separate, and you could push the money where you wanted to go. Like, other people do it where it's specifically a charity or specifically a business, and then you're just kind of locked into one thing, and you're always going to be that thing. I created multiple things so that I'd give myself room to really expand and pretty much do whatever I wanted, because that's all I ever want to do, is just to do whatever I want. But anyway, like with the Clark ball fields, ever since I was 18, I was able to use these for every resume and everything like that, and it's just amazing because like people will come and play, and we'd have all that fun, but I would use it for business. I'd show pictures of them, and people across the country, and wow, you do this Clark ball thing, that's amazing. Wow, like you build these stadiums and all this stuff, and like people in town, they'd make fun of me a lot and stuff sometimes, and I didn't care, because like I said, like it really wasn't about that. I mean, it kind of was, it definitely was, like for the fun stuff, but like you gotta think globally, man. We live in a world. We don't live in a county, we live in a world. So like you need to like expand. That's what I do. I expand all the time, expand my creativity. So when you make creative projects here, display those, put them on resumes. Every job I've ever had, they've asked about Clark ball in the interview, and I've told them about it, and it's a great talking point. It's just a thing that I did. It wasn't like people think every resume's got to be super professional, have all these jobs. I mean, it does, yeah, but on your resume, put something creative that you did, you know, like take a picture of the wall that you just designed in your man cave or something like that, and have that on your resume as hobbies. What do you do for your hobbies? Like those are things that I look at on resumes when people send me resumes. Like, I'm not just trying to hire just some like blank sheet of paper that has, you know, all their accolades on it. I'd like to get to know a person. So, you know, put your personality into your resumes, into your job interviews. Like, put your personality out there. Like open up. Like, yeah, people are gonna make fun of you for sure. People are gonna roast you. I get roasted every day. I get made fun of every day, but I don't care. Like I said, I've had millions of failures. It doesn't matter. The failures are how you get to the successes, and that's what's gonna segue into my last point, which is the man in the jacket and the kid in the hat. Look, like I said, sorry for yelling into the microphone there. I had to get my hat bent down right in front of the microphone. But look, like, you can be a lot of different people within your personality. You know, when you wear the jacket, you got to be professional. You got to be the real deal. You know, you have to go in as the coolest motherfucker that anybody's ever seen. You got to be the baddest motherfucker in the room. You got to be the smartest dude in the room. Sometimes you got to be quiet, not say a word. Sometimes you have to just take it in and absorb. But whatever you do, you have to make the best decisions for yourself. So take that for what it is. But the way that I treat things is life's like a uniform. Like, everything that you wear is your uniform. I put this jacket on, I'm coming in hot, man. It's business. It's the only jacket I've ever got that's been tailored exactly to my fit. Every other jacket just kind of fits, but this one fits. That's the real deal. I'm coming in hot. Coming in to make some deals, do some business. But that's the man in the jacket. It's not the kid in the hat. The kid in the hat is a totally different person than the man in the jacket. Yeah, we look the same, we act the same, we even have the same identity, the same freaking ID card, you know what I mean? Like, obviously it's the same person. But like, when you put on the hat and you go to play ball, go to play hoops, something like that, totally different, man. Totally different. Not the same person. You know? Just man in the jacket versus the kid in the hat. And I think, you know, there's similarities between all of them. All the people that you want to be in your life. Because this is a great Oscar Wilde quote I'm going to drop on you here. Look, there's 3 versions of yourself. There's the person who you are. There's the person who you want to be. And then there's the person who society views you as. The person you are, the person you want to be, and the person who society views you as. I think the way to find true happiness is to make all 3 of those people the same person. Look, there's going to be different versions of yourself. Not every day is going to be the greatest day of your life. It's a roller coaster. There's going to be ups and downs. But try to compartmentalize.